focusing on the space between your eyebrows, the nothingness, and just allowing it to be there. Releasing all thoughts, all to-dos, and just focusing on your body right here, right now. Notice your jaw and allow it to become relaxed and unlocked. Notice your shoulders and allow them to let go and hang there. Notice your tailbone and the places where your body connects to the earth. Take a moment to ground in a little deeper and connect a little more. Drawing the awareness up to the breath. Taking deep inhales through the nose. Pausing. Warming exhales out through the nose. Inhaling through the nose. Pausing. Warming exhales out through the nose. Inhaling through the nose, pausing, warming exhales out through the nose. If your mind is busy, you may apply a count to your breath. Inhaling for a count of 5, pausing for a count of 2, and exhaling for a count of 6. We're going to start with an energizing breath this morning, so please keep your eyes closed and gently draw your arms out to the sides of the room. Really push those shoulder blades back where they belong. Chest is out, chin is out a little bit, and then inhale, sweep those arms up towards the ceiling. Nice big circle, fingertips pointing up to the sky. Exhale, slowly lower the hands down to the earth, pushing the air down with our hands. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, lowering the arms down. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, lowering the arms down. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, lowering the arms down. We're going to keep with the rhythm of this breath for a while. So find what inhale and exhale work best for you and your body. And then just keep the movement with the arms going up on the inhale and down on the exhale. Just noticing your body, noticing your arms, noticing your shoulders. Are they tired? Are they sore? Notice your jaw. Is it relaxed and unlocked? Are your eyes soft? Just keep breathing. Just keep bringing the awareness back to the breath as we allow and set that for our intention today in this class. And if we become distracted or worried or feel pain within our body, we'll pause and bring our awareness back to the breath. Completing 3 more cycles of inhaling up to the sky and then exhaling down to the earth. And then on your last and third exhale, gently place your hands on your knees. Slowly open your eyes as you allow them some time to adjust to the light. And we'll start our class the way we always do, with a simple spinal twist, taking the left hand to the right knee and the right hand behind, and just gently twisting open that spine. Allow the spine to be tall, the neck to gaze out over the back shoulder. Relaxing the jaw, softening the eyes. Inhale. Slowly releasing the twist, bringing the arms above head, reaching up nice and tall, super breath in. Exhale, palms coming together, thumbs clasped, tiny back bend. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, slowly lowering our palms down to the opposite side. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind, gently twisting open the other way. Again, noticing our body, noticing the sides. Is it different from one side to the other? Neck gazes over that back shoulder, relaxing the shoulders, jaw soft. Inhale, slowly releasing the twist, bringing the arms above head, reaching up nice and tall, super breath in. Palms coming together, thumbs clasped. Exhale. Tiny back bend. Inhale, coming back up to center. Exhale, slowly lowering the palms down to heart. Inhaling up nice and tall. Exhale, left elbow goes above right knee. Hands find themselves in the right shoulder. Just twisting open as far as we can. Spine's nice and long. Twists are very warming, so they create a lot of blood flow within the body as we're squeezing blood out of other parts of our body. We're going to hold here, a little bit of core engagement. Relax the jaw, soften the eyes. Inhale. Slowly returning to center. Exhale, squeezing the air out of the body. Right elbow over top of left knee, hands in the shoulder. Nice straight spine. Relaxing the jaw, shoulder away from the ears. Feeling the fire. Inhale, slowly coming back to center. Exhale, slowly lowering the palms down to the knees. Inhale, gently drawing the hands behind the low back, coming into fingers clasp. So I'll just show you from the back. Cody will show you what it's like from the front. So our fingers clasp. If your shoulders are feeling extra tight, you can of course use your strap, adding a little slack in between the hands there. Really roll those shoulders back. Get that nice straight spine, neck is long. Inhaling up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Allow the journey to be the head to the knee, head to the earth. You can keep your hands on your low back if they don't feel comfortable, or you can lift them off the low back, reaching towards the ceiling. This pose is a little bit nicer when the tailbone is supported and you can tip over a little bit better. Just breathe. Just soften. Feel the sensations within the body. Relax the jaw. Exhale. Slowly lower the hands to the low back. Feel the blood returning to the arms. Inhale, chin to chest, rounding the spine up. Returning to our neutral seated position. Again, feeling the blood flow returning to the arms. Rolling the shoulders a bit here. Relaxing the jaw. Inhale, cartwheeling the hands to the back of the mat, fingertips pointing away from you. Chest out to the ceiling. Shoulders, walk your hands together so your shoulders come nice and tight where they belong. And then press your hands into the earth. This might even feel a little tender on your wrists. Throat exposed to the ceiling, head back as far as you wish. Really push and activate that chest up to the sky. Inhale, walking your hands back up to center. Again, noticing the blood flow returning to the arms. Applying a few shoulder rolls here. Inhale, left arm across the chest. Scoop the left arm in the right elbow, stretching out the side of the arm. Inhale, releasing the left arm, crossing the right arm over the chest, scooping it up in the left elbow. Nice, beautiful breaths in. This is a nice check-in for the body, just seeing where you're at, taking note so we don't push ourselves. Inhale, release. Hands find their way back to the front of the mat. So if some of you have taken my classes before, you will know that I'm obsessed with blocks. So hopefully you have a cork block at home. If not, a foam block will do. If you do not have a cork or a foam block, find something that looks similar and enjoy. So we're going to take our cork block and place it in front of us. We're going to still remain in our comfortable seated position. If you don't want to have your legs cross-legged anymore, that's totally fine. You can have them extended out in front of you in seated staff pose. So we're going to take our block and place it in between our two hands, and don't just have your shoulders up here. Really push them back. Chest comes out. Hands on either side of the blocks, engaging the core. Inhale, nice straight arms. Bringing the block above head. You can add 2 blocks if you don't find the one block challenging. Push that chest out, push the belly button out, tiny back bend, nice straight arms, relaxing the jaw. Inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, slowly lowering the arms down. Inhale, bending the elbows this time 90 degrees. Pressing your hands into those blocks. Really activating the arms. Lifting, lifting up. Exhale till the elbows get to the ceiling. Inhale. Stretching out into a back bend. Exhale. Returning to the ceiling. Lowering the arms down to the earth. Excellent. So we're going to take our block and place it upright at the top of our mat, taking this moment to come off of any blocks or bolsters that we may be using to perch ourselves on. So we're going to bring our block, actually to its side. And I like to sort of wiggle my block so it's not on my ankles, so it's not stabbing into my ankles. So you'll have your block or ball or maybe just nothing if you're practicing for the first time. So you're going to want to come into seated stacked pose. The spine is nice and stacked over the pelvis, legs on either side of the blocks. We're going to inhale, engage our core, bring our elbows back to our body, bend our knees, and then bring our legs out to the side, boat pose. Holding here, feeling the body shake. Inhale, knees into chest, holding on to the backs of the knees. Exhale, fully extend. Inhale, bringing the knees into chest. Exhale, returning to our boat. Inhale, knees into chest. Exhale, stretching out into our best boat. Inhale, last one, knees into chest. Exhale, stretching out into boat. Inhale, knees into chest, gently rocking those heels and feet down to the mat, moving our block out of the way, soles of the feet together, bringing those heels as close to the groin as feels comfortable, bringing that spine up nice and tall. Exhale, forward fold, elbows in front of the legs, chin into chest, allowing the journey to be the head to the feet. Take this moment to reconnect to your breath. Take this moment to reconnect to your intention. Just take a moment. Relax the jaw. Inhale, walking your hands up your legs, bringing them to the outsides of your knees. Gently drawing your knees closed and then bringing your feet to the side of your mat as we find our way to all fours. So we're going to take a moment here to place a little extra padding underneath of our knees. If that works for you, you don't have to, of course. Wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. Inhale, eyes to the sky, lower the belly. Exhale, round the tummy, chin into chest, pushing the floor away. Inhale, eyes to the sky, lower the belly. Exhale, round the tummy, chin into chest, pushing the floor away. Inhale, nice big one here. Eyes to the sky, lower that belly. Wag the tail from side to side. Exhale, round the tummy, chin into chest, pushing the floor away. Inhale, returning to our neutral tabletop position. Draw your fingertips towards your legs. Gently come to kneeling. We're going to place the base of our palms on the backs of our hips. Pulling those elbows together, chest comes out, shoulders where they belong, neck nice and long. Checking in with that low back. And we're going to come into kneeling cat-cow. So inhale, pressing into the hips, chest and throat towards the ceiling. Exhale, rounding that chin into chest, hinging at those hips. Your movements can be as big as and little as you like. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, rounding down. Inhale, lifting up. Inhale, one more. Exhale, rounding down. Inhale, returning to our neutral kneeling pose. Release the hands, and then gently lower the hands out in front of you, tabletop. Tuck the back toes. Inhale, lifting up, downward dog. So we're going to take a moment here in downward dog, just checking in, making sure we have even weight between our hands and our feet. Even if the heels don't touch, we want to point them down towards the earth, stretching out the backs of those legs. Just breathe. Push that weight back onto those feet a little bit more. Relax the jaw. Inhale. Raise your gaze towards your hands. Shoulders become stacked over wrists. Finding ourselves to a nice high plank. Holding here. And then exhale. Lower the pelvis towards the sky or towards the earth. Head towards the sky. Upward dog. You can take a knee here if you wish. Inhale, pressing into the earth. Walking back. Downward dog. Inhale, wrists coming over top of shoulders. Holding here. You can always do the more intensified version like Cody does with push-ups in between. Exhale, lowering the pelvis towards the floor, head towards the ceiling, up dog. Exhale, pushing back, downward dog. Find the breath. Relax the jaw. Inhale. Shoulders over wrists, high plank. Exhale. Lower the pelvis to the earth, head up to the sky. Warming up our wrists, warming up our low back. Exhale, pressing back, downward dog. Walking your hands towards your feet, find yourself in forward fold. Allow yourself to just hang. Your wrists are talking to you. You can just point your fingertips towards your toes, backs of the hands on the earth or blocks. Stretching out the wrists. Breathing into the low back. This is our rebound pose. You're stretching out the low back. Inhale. Walking your hands as far in front of you as you can. Shifting the weight into the right side of the body. Extend the left leg. Up into the air, standing split. Walk your hands back towards your body as much as you can, creating a tipping motion. Holding here, stretching out that left hip. Bending your right knee, then your left. Swing that left leg through all the way. Walk your hands to either side of the left foot, pyramid pose. Head to the knee. Relax the jaw. Allow the weight of the body to be on that left leg. Again, we walk our hands in front of us as far as feels comfortable. Lift off that back leg.
bring that back leg up to the sky. Then walk our hands a little bit more back towards ourselves, creating a tipping motion. Chin into chest. Standing split, other side. Exhale, bending your left knee, then the right, swinging that right foot through, hands either side, sinking into pyramid pose. Allowing the journey to be the head to the knee. Inhale, gently bring both feet side by side, returning to forward fold. Again, we're going to walk our hands out in front of us as far as we can. Shift the weight into the right side of the body. Lift the left leg. This time not coming into halfway split, but just coming into cattail, version of cattail, I guess you'd call it. Bend your left knee, bend your right, swing that left leg through, place the left leg on top of the right knee, left ankle on top of right knee, coming into a number 4 shape, and then coming into floating number 4 if you wish to have a balanced pose. Focusing on straightening the spine, stretching the hip. Straightening the leg, lowering the hands to the earth, and then just feeling the stretch here. Noticing how we're stretching a different part of the hip the more we straighten that planted leg. Of course, your hands can be on blocks if they do not reach the earth. Taking your time coming in and out of poses. Just allowing some time for that hip to loosen. And then we're slowly going to release that right foot from, or the left foot, sorry, from the right knee. We're going to extend that left leg or the back leg all the way back, plant onto the ball of the foot. Front knee is stacked over front ankle. Inhale, engaging your core, grounding through, rising up, high lunge. Taking a moment here, we've been inverted for a little while, feeling the head rush, and then sinking into our nice grounded lunge pose. Making sure that knee stays stacked over that ankle. Inhale, cartwheeling the hands so the head is above that knee. Hands find their way to low back. Fingers clasped. Inhale. Lifting the arms off the low back. Straightening the front leg. Planting that back heel. Nice extended pyramid pose. Hands lifting off the low back. Find the breath. If it feels more supportive for your knee to be stacked over your ankle, you can do that as well. Exhale, lower the hands to the low back to either side of that front foot. Feel the blood flow return to the arms. Pressing into the earth, walk your feet back, side by side. Hanging out once again, forward fold. Stretching the back and allowing the body to get heavy. Inhale, planting our hands and walking them forward as far as we can. We lift the right leg up into the air, or the opposite of what you did last time. Coming into a version of cat-tail. Back foot's behind you. Inhale, bending the right knee, swinging it forward, creating that number 4 shape. One side it may be easier than the other. You might have to recruit all your balance here. You may have to try a few times, or you may have to come into it from coming upright. So shifting the weight, creating our number 4 shape. Hands coming into prayer. And finding that hovering seat, and that spine is nice and long. Relaxing the jaw. Inhale, straightening the legs. Allow the hands to find themselves to the earth or to a block. And just stretching out that right hip. Just breathing. Slowly relaxing that jaw, gently lowering that right foot down. Extending that right leg back, planting into that ball of the back foot. Knee becomes stacked over the ankle of the front foot, engaging the core, rising up, high lunge. Once you've grounded into your lunge, bring your hands together, exhale, back bend. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands down, head comes stacked over top of that front left leg, hands clasped behind the low back. Allow the journey to be the head to the knee. Shift the weight back, pyramid pose. Inhale, gently releasing our hands to either side of that left hand or left foot. Feeling the blood flow return. Bending that front left knee, planting the hands into the earth or into the ground, returning to downward dog. Noticing our legs. Noticing if they are more stretched out. Inhale, raising your gaze to your hands. Hop, skip, or jump, or walk to the top of your mat. Hanging out, forward fold. Inhale, dragging your fingertips up your legs. Extending them to the outsides of the room. Nice, big, beautiful circle. Fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. Exhale, sinking down your best chair. Inhale, rising up, palms coming together, thumbs clasped. Exhale, tiny back bend. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, sinking down your best chair. pointing towards the ceiling, thumbs clasped. Exhale. Tiny back bend. Exhale. Slowly lowering down, chair. Inhale, palms coming together into prayer. Exhale, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, chair twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, heel toe your feet to the side of the mat. Exhale, sinking down into your best squat. So if you need to place a bolster or blocks underneath your tailbone, please do so. Having no judgment with where you're at. Sometimes hips just cannot be changed. So just enjoy your body. Enjoy your journey. We're gonna inhale, come forward, planting the hands out in front of us. Knees are on the outsides of the arms, up on that bicep portion. Hands plant nice and firm into the earth. Coming into those chaturanga arms, crow pose. Inhale, looking forward. Gently lifting the toes off of the ground. Maybe you can point them together, maybe you can't. Checking in with the body, checking in with that muscle memory. Taking a few attempts here, crow pose. And then inhale, rocking back, returning to our standard squat. Inhale, planting the hands into the earth, still keeping a fairly decent bent knee as we press up. So we're gonna come into a stork portion, so it's similar to crow. Hands can either be on the earth or on the blocks, shoulders stacked over wrists. The journey of stork is to have straight arms or straighter arms than in crow. So you walk your legs to the outsides of the arms just like they were in crow, and then using those same muscles, lifting up. I can't do crane pose, but I encourage others to try. And then the journey would be to bring the toes pointing together. So arm balances are fun to try, even if they're not in your practice. Gets the blood flowing. And then we're gonna sink back down to our standard squat, sort of rock it out from side to side. And then a nice assistance here, we're gonna come into side crow. So you can place blocks either beside you to support your feet, or you can place them to the side of you to support your crow. So same principle, hands become nice and planted, wrists are underneath the shoulders. Bring the feet together, bend at those 90-degree elbows. Stack your legs on top of your 90-degree elbows, your chaturanga arms. Remember, keep your gaze looking forward because it's an arm balance. And then just gently float off. You might want to bend your, yes, there you go. Tilt down a little bit more, very nice. Very nice. always fun to try to get that heat building. Walking our hands out in front of us, returning to tabletop. Shaking the tail. Inhale, drawing the fingertips towards the legs and coming into a high hero's pose. So if your knees or ankles don't like this pose, feel free to place blocks or bolsters, or a block and a bolster, or a towel, or whatever it is you may have to support those knees and ankles. So we're just going to check in with our spine here for a moment, noticing how our body is feeling. And if it's feeling okay, we're going to inhale, drag the fingertips up the legs, and then cartwheel them back, tucking our toes, and finding our way to camel pose. Chest to the ceiling, throat to the ceiling. I'll show you the view from this way as well. So really tuck those toes, push that pelvis out, walk those arms back. Shoulders are kissing, throat to the ceiling. Holding here and breathing. Inhale, cartwheeling up. Exhale, slowly extending the arms out in front of you. Head to the earth, child's pose. Inhale, rolling forward, take your left hand to the top right of your mat and the right hand to the top left of your mat, making that X shape. Slowly lower your pelvis to the earth, extend your arms out, tuck your elbows, and then using the weight of your own body, the gravity of your own body, just gently lower down into strangler's pose. Very nice. Just breathe. Just be. Inhale, gently and slowly unfurl the arms. Now do the opposite side. So right is now underneath, left is on top. Same shape, same pose, strangler pose, arm placement's different. And then if you really want to add extra engagement to the pose, you can press your hands down into the earth and walk them as far to the corners as you can. Just notice if you can let your low back go, if you can let your jaw go. Inhale, slowly uncurl your arms. Bring the wrists stacked underneath the shoulders, pressing your hands into the earth. Inhale, pressing up, high or baby cobra. Release the back, release the glutes. Exhale, slowly lowering down, shoulders stacked over wrists, coming into broken wing. Extending the right arm to shoulder height, pressing your hands into the earth. Inhale. Exhale, pressing into that left hand, rolling onto the right side. Applying some weight onto that right shoulder. Bending your left knee, pointing it up to the ceiling. And then just allow it to sort of splay out to the side, adding a nice spinal and a deep spinal twist. Just breathe. Just let go and relax. Inhale, pressing into the earth, turning the knee over, leg step. Inhale, gently rolling back to the stomach. Keeping that right arm extended for a moment, shifting your pelvis. Exhale, right wrist stacked under right shoulder. Exhale, left leg, left hand extends. Inhale, pressing into the earth, rolling onto the left side. Knee points, right knee points up to the ceiling for an additional spinal twist. Just taking time to appreciate that you created time for yourself today. That you created time for your body. Inhale, pressing into the earth and into that right hand. Slowly lower the pelvis onto the earth. Left arm extended. Allow the back to let go. Inhale. Right, left, both wrists are underneath the shoulders, press into the earth. Inhale, chin to chest, rocking back, child's pose. Inhale, rounding that chin into chest, finding our way with our back to the mat. Knees pointing up to the ceiling, soles of the feet flat on the earth. Inhale, bringing your knees into chest and just gently rocking back from side to side. Bringing your hands to the big toe mound and then slowly extending the legs out into reclined dragonfly, making that nice deep V shape. Or reclined hand and big toe, sorry. Slowly bringing the knees back into chest, gently extending the feet down to the earth. Soles of the feet still flat on the earth. Knees pointing up to the ceiling. Palms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, dropping both knees down to the right and hold. Inhale, both knees up to center. Exhale, dropping both knees down to the left and hold. Inhale, both knees up to center. Exhale, slowly extend your legs out in front of you and your arms down by your sides as we prepare for Shavasana, allowing for the yin part of our practice to take place. If your lower back is talking to you, you may place a bolster underneath your knees or tuck yourself in with a blanket. Bringing our awareness back to our breath and the points where our body connects to the earth. And without asking why or how, we just allow ourselves to slip into stillness.
feel the earth receive us. Thank you so much for joining us and tuning in today. If you wish, you can remain in corpse pose, in Shavasana, for as long as you like. However, it is a power class, so I suggest you linger not too long and you can use this new energy and vitality to do and create wonderful and marvelous things. If you're ready to be freed from your Shavasana, you may either roll to the right or the left side depending on what you need to do today. The right side for relaxation and the left side for energy. Taking a few moments here in fetal pose allows the blood flow to return to the body, replenishing the heart and organs. When you're ready, you may come up to a comfortable seated position. If it feels appropriate, you may close your eyes and bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today, taking the time to tune in. I'd love to hear suggestions of other peak poses you'd like to do. Thank you again. The angel in me sees the angel in you. Namaste. Would also like to mention song credit to Yogi Tunes at the Power of Three in Port Alberni, Yoga Studio, Salon and Boutique. We now have a donation link that you can hit in our description if you feel compelled to donate during this wild and crazy time in the world, as well as we're having an online sale on our website, which you can also check out, www.power3.ca, no O in power, and look forward to seeing you next week for our next power class. Thanks so much. Take care.